Now, I'm going to leave, but I got to tell you a few things. Number one, if you want to get married, listen to me carefully. The brother, he pointed something out earlier. If you want to get married, you must prepare for marriage. Marriage is a tremendous responsibility. You must prepare your mind and your spirit for the responsibility. Number two, read about marriage. Read on how to provide and take care and maintain a man, maintain a woman. Because many of us as Muslims, when we read the verse, الرجال قوامون على النساء بما فضل الله بعضهم على بعض وبما أنفقوا أموالهم, that the men are the maintainers and providers of the women, most of us as men understood that to mean that if we have money and we give a woman money, then we have maintained her, we've given her food, clothing, and shelter, she should be quiet and be satisfied. That is not a marriage. That is not how you maintain a woman. That's how you destroy your marriage, because a woman needs to be maintained financially, spiritually, morally, and above all, she must forever be maintained intellectually, because women are creatures of sound, men are creatures of sight, and above all, you must know the art of a relationship, and it's based upon communication. You must know that as young men, how to nurture a relationship with your wife so that she becomes your best friend, your best companion. And the same thing for sisters. You must learn the science of the nature of a man. That it's more to just giving him food. Some women, their mothers raise them. You get married, you obey your husband. You cook for him, you clean for him, and you iron his clothes. That makes you a good wife. No, that makes you a robot. A good wife is like Khadijah. A woman who engages the prophet in his life struggle. Notice the first woman on planet Earth created for Adam. Her name was Eve, right? Now look at this. Eve didn't iron no clothes. She didn't clean no house. And I don't know if she cooked too many meals because they was eating off the garden. But real marriage must go beyond this cultural framework of what people think marriage is. And I wish I had so much more time, because this is a very important part of the success of the ummah. If we have large marriages and large divorces, we will destroy the potential for Islam in America. Islam is family. That's why I don't understand brothers who have masjids where they are forbidding women to even come in. I don't understand that. They represent more than half of the whole entire Muslim population. If a woman in Islam, if her mind is not cultivated, what will she teach her children? Nothing. It's in the mind. And a man must have a clear perspective of what is a woman. Because you can be female and not be woman. Oh, womanism is a whole nother level that is beyond one's physical appearance, that is more reflective in the intellectual and the spiritual development of the human being. And so many brothers I know who are married, they are unhappy because they don't know the science of how to bring the best out of the woman that they have. And so they're looking for the second and third wife and the fourth wife, because they don't realize that the first wife is the only one that they really need. But they don't know how to get the best out of it. And the women are the same way. They consider divorce so fast. And many today will not divorce simply because of cultural reasons, right? I give you this and I'm going, but here it is. Muslims on the Eid. Got my wife, my kids. Salam alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. Wa alaikum salam. How's the family? Wonderful. And your wife looks at you like, salam alaikum, alhamdulillah. And then Muslims get in the car right on the day of the Eid. They don't even give salams to each other. Son goes that way, daughter goes that way, father goes the other way, and nobody speaks. But in the public, we look victorious. But in the private of our homes, mother don't like dad. And when mothers don't like the father because of being abused, and the daughters see their fathers abusing their mothers, in Islam, the daughters want to run away from the religion, because if Islam represents that, they don't want anything to do with it, because Islam is not what we preach. It has to be what we practice. And if we want to show the beauty of Islam, we have to stop living in the past and talking about all the great things Muslims did before and do some of those great things today. So I leave you with, I wish all of you a successful search in ICNA's matrimonial service. Because brothers, we have a lot of beautiful Muslim sisters. Don't let the non-Muslims take those women from us. They are representing some of the best of Allah's creation. And sisters, be patient with us as brothers, because we some knuckleheads, man. I've seen brothers who are real strict in the mosque about how sisters dress, and I go to their office, and they got non-Muslim secretaries with mini skirts on. I say, subhanallah, uncle. In the mosque, you talk about hijab, 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 and your whole medical establishment has non-Muslim women walking around half nude. And one brother told me, oh, Abdul Malik is good for the business. Well, sex does sell. Most of y'all came in here. Y'all came in, I know what you came here for. They said dating, you said I'm on my way. I know what you're thinking about because I've been where you are. But it's hard to find people to talk to you. I'm not a religious person. I keep telling people I'm not no imam, I'm not religious, I'm a psychopath that deals with nothing but reality. And I'm telling you brothers right now, prepare yourself for marriage. Get a job, make some money, get you an apartment. And I'm going to tell you right now, when you tell your father and your mother you want to get married and you're 25 years old and they still treat you like a boy and tell you no, to save your soul, brother, get married. If you want somebody to perform the wedding, I'll do it. My room, I'm in the hotel, 720 at the Sheraton. Call me. I'll perform your wedding for you 2, 3, 4 in the morning because this is serious business. Get married. I'm finished, but I know I took too much time. I got a few tapes out there. I got my little booth downstairs. I'm trying to take a nice vacation. So if you would buy a CD or buy a tape, if out here or at my table, that will be fine. If you want to email me and you want to talk about, helping you or your struggles, because I know you got them, you can email me at malikspeaks@hotmail.com. malikspeaks@hotmail.com. Give me your email address because one of the greatest challenges we have today is the struggle between the issue of male and female. And even if we separate at the conference, it does not mean we leave, we separate. I know, y'all. Assalamu alaikum.